Ladies and gentlemen, the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, proudly presents to you another exciting episode of 15 Minutes of Fandom. This is the episode where we actually take one fan, yes, one fan that actually stands out from the crowd, and we bring them on here to actually ask them about their love for professional wrestling and many other great and pretty much what it means to them and so on. So with that being said, in our first corner we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye spinach. He's the tranquil dart of Ringside Society and Delaware's greatest American hero. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass and you are not. And the second corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching, always on the go, catch him if you can. Said his name in Guyana, now they love him in Japan. The worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. And our special guest tonight is a man who, man, I tell you, if you had to actually put the word wrestling fandom, 2 words, wrestling fandom in the dictionary, and you had several visual examples of that definition, this guy would actually be one of those pictures. He's been in New York. He's been to California. He's probably been down to Texas. Everybody, welcome to the show, the Pink Dream Alex Gracia's biggest fan, Mikey Pinky Atlantic.
Woo! Woo! What's up? Great intro.
Nothing much, man. Hey, welcome to the show, man. We really appreciate you, taking time out of your busy schedule to be on our show.
Thanks.
Hold on, getting some background noise. Wait a minute. Wait a second.
That's all good. Man, yeah, travel though. You've even been down to Texas, man. Yeah. Oh man, that's great.
Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, man, we really appreciate it. I personally saw you on Instagram, and I was like, I think you were with I think it may have been when she was actually at the Wrestling Universe store, which I gotta take a trip over there and see what it's like, because it seems to be a popular place.
Yeah,
and you were with yeah. And I think you were there with the Wrestling is Everything guys, the crew over there. And I may be wrong, but I think you gave Alex Gracia
I did.
a pink
bracelet.
WIE shirt.
Oh yes, the shirt. Yes.
Yeah. And so I was like, wow, okay, this guy's this is cool. This guy is really and truly like. And then I saw a couple more pictures. I'm like, wow, this guy is really and truly a fan of Alex Gracia. I mean, she is a very talented woman. And I was like, all right, okay. And then I was like, and then we had Melanie from TCBTX Photography, who's also a producer for Mission Pro Wrestling. And she mentioned you, and I was like, that name sounds that sounds familiar. The person you're talking about sounds familiar. Yeah, and then I was like, oh snap, I think I know who it is. But I didn't, and don't kick my butt over this, but I was like, wait, are you talking about Pinky? Because I didn't know your first name was Mikey. I didn't know. All I remembered was I go
by those 2 names.
Yeah, I was like, I saw like the Instagram nickname, and I was like, wait, is she talking about Pinky? I'm like, and then when I looked, I was like, she's talking about Pinky. That's the guy I know. Like the guy, he's always rocking pink. And like, oh, speaking of the devil, she's here right now.
Oh,
what's
shit.
up, Melanie? How you doing? But
Melanie,
yeah. So she's like, Melanie's like, she's talking about some guy that this one fan that travels to like Texas and California and all over just to see Alex Gracia. And I'm like, that sounds amazing. I mean, I've done that myself for wrestling shows, and I'm like, that sounds mad cool. Is she talking about Pinky? And then when I looked it up, I was like, wait a minute, she's talking about Pinky. That's the guy that always wears pink. he's also a train enthusiast, and I'm like, wow, we got to get this guy on the show, man. Like, we definitely got to get this guy on the show. And I just gotta say, man, like, real talk, I'm highly impressed, man. Like, I'm sure Alex appreciates it too. But yeah, man, that's good stuff,
Want a list?
man.
I have the list right in front of me. Like everywhere I've seen
Sure,
to see Alex.
go ahead.
All right. Bath Beach, Brooklyn twice. Buda, Texas twice. Flushing, Queens. That was the wrestling universe. Houston, Texas. Huntington Park, Los Angeles, California. Jersey City, New Jersey 3 times. Iceland, New Jersey. That was the last one at Legends of the Ring. Los Angeles, California for LAX Fan Fest. Millersville, Maryland. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. San Antonio, Texas. Staten Island, New York. Times Square, Manhattan, New York. University City, Texas. Voorhees, New Jersey. And Woodside, Queens, New York City twice.
Wow. That's cool, man. You did that's taking you
If
like
I
a
count
lot.
correctly, 26 times I met her in 7 different states.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. And the fact that it took you to all those cities, that's crazy because
Yeah.
you've been to LA. LA is nice. I'd rather San Diego personally because I don't know, like the whole, like, I went to LA once and then the novelty just wore off.
Cool.
And I'll tell you a story about LA. I never told this to anybody. If I did, sorry, old age, and I'm getting up there in age, but you know Renee Michelle, right? I could tell you, you're a women's wrestling fan, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So you've heard of Renee Michelle, right?
Yes.
So she was wrestling in my not too far from where I was stationed. I was in Camp Pendleton, and LA was like, I think it was 2 hours. It was at least 2 hours away from where I was. So I was like, okay, I'll go up there to see her wrestle. And then, I've never been to a wrestling show in California, and different cities have different kinds of crowds. So I end up following what Google Maps tells me. And me, I was kind of shook when I was over in LA because LA, you think of like Bloods and Crips and all the gangs and whatnot and so on, right? Like boys in the hood and drive-bys and so on, And I was like, okay, I'm gonna follow what Google Maps tells me, and lo and behold, I get on a bus, and I end up going to when I got on the bus, I was like the only black person on there. Now, I'm not racist. I'm not racist at all. But I was the only black person on that bus. Everywhere else was people that were Latinos. And so I'm like, I'm thinking, like, I'm in that mindset, like, it's LA, it's the hood, you know what I'm saying? Drive-by gangs and whatnot. And I'm like, oh man, please don't let nothing happen to me on this bus, man. And the area I was going through looked kind of tough. So I'm like,
I could imagine.
Oh man, please don't let me get jumped, man. Please. I'm just trying to see, Renee Michelle wrestle. I'm just trying to see a new show, and that's it, man. But nothing happened. I got to the show safely, and I got to my hotel, and then I told a friend of mine that I met at a bar in San Diego that about what happened, and she laughed and she was like, "Okay, come back up. I'll pick you up from Union Station, and I'll show you around the LA and so on." And yeah, it's pretty nice. But that was great that you got that chance to go all over to all those places. So I gotta ask you, man, which was your favorite place to go to?
God damn. Damn, that's a tough question. Probably LA. I like the subway and the buses around there, so I guess LA. I'll put LA up there.
Ah, cool. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, so tell us, man, how did you become what was like the show or the pay-per-view? Like how did you end up becoming a fan of professional wrestling?
So one of my close friends, Haven Rain, does video reviews for WWE at the time, so I started watching, and then that's just how I got hooked on to WWE. And then lo and behold, I believe Elimination Chamber 2018, ironically around the time Alex started wrestling, that was when I started watching wrestling. And
Oh,
then
that's cool. That's cool.
And then 2019, I probably just you're gonna ask me eventually how I started liking Alex Gracia. 2019, I started doing indie shows, and then eventually she made her East Coast debut, and at Empower Wrestling in Jersey City. So I went there, and I was just that's when I started loving her. First sight, loved the Pink Dream gimmick, loved her. Such an incredibly nice woman, very talented. And yeah, that's that's how it all started.
That's cool. That's cool. Um, that's an awesome story. So is that how you end up with the nickname Pinky?
So yeah, people started calling me Pinky because of all the pink I wear, and so I took the nickname and boom, love it.
Awesome. Hey, whatever works, man. I mean, certain nicknames tend to become like a big thing for people, man. Sometimes even certain jokes, certain ribs. Um, I don't know how far back you've been watching wrestling, if you've been watching it, but Rob, I know you know this person, Kevin Von Erich. Um, he once had a rib where somebody took his boots and hid them from him before a match, and he ended up wrestling barefoot, and lo and behold, it worked for him. So that he took that rib, that negative moment, made it positive. So yeah. Um, So yeah, man. But if you ask, honestly speaking, though, I gotta say, man, you ever thought about becoming a manager, man? Like getting more involved? Because I mean, me personally, the fact that you have the whole like, you always wear pink, you have the pink hair.
Yeah,
I personally, and I don't say this to every fan that we have on this show, but I could see you being a manager or something, man. I mean, I could
I
see,
don't
you coming out, you know.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you never know, man. I can
Yeah.
see you come out with the pink suit and the glasses and just like a boss, looking for your next wrestler to manage to the top. You know, I mean, me personally, I see money in that, man. I'm not gassing you up too, bro. Like, yeah, you could ask Rob here,
I
Rob.
hear,
Rob, yeah.
I hear.
So, but yeah, but um, but yeah, man. So, in terms of like so you watch WWE, right? So what are some of your favorite, who are some of your other favorites, like on that mainstream level, like WWE,
Uh,
AEW, Impact, that you like to like that you enjoy watching and cheering for?
well, ever since the Iconics left, honestly, nobody. It's been yeah. I don't really have a favorite in WWE or AEW right now. Well, actually, whenever they are on, Alex Gracia and Jasmine Allure.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've had Jasmine on the show. um
yeah.
Jasmine actually, I think we have told her this, but Jasmine actually reminds me, and we had her on we I think we featured her for National Lookalike Day, but she actually resembles another wrestler that's gotten very popular, a woman by the name of Hyan,
Oh,
and we had them side by side, so like on a split like picture.
yeah.
But yeah, Jasmine Allure is pretty cool. I don't know if you heard, but the Iconics are actually coming back.
They're going with
They're
Impact
coming to
Wrestling.
yep, the inspiration. That's I think they'll be in good hands this time. I think they'll be good.
I think
Me personally, I like them because they were that consistent tag team. When you have a tag team that
has got
has
history
that,
together.
yeah, they were high
Chemistry.
school friends and they have that chemistry.
Yep.
Like you don't break them up. You leave them alone. You let them
I agree.
be.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. And that's what they needed for a tag team division. I don't think Impact is ready for them, but hey, they gonna learn though.
They'll 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 be all right.
Yeah. So um so you've been to Mission Pro.
Yes.
Have you ever gone to any other like women's wrestling
Like
like independent shows like Shine, Shimmer?
Shine, yes. I would have done Shimmer if the pandemic didn't rob me last year. And done the Women's Superstars United. That was the second time I met Alex. Yeah.
Oh wait, they're still in Voorhees, right?
I don't know if they still do shows, but yeah, they were in Voorhees.
Ooh, man, oh man. Summer of 2013, I would never forget that the one show that I went to for WSU, it was actually in Voorhees. Shout out to my boy Jose Colon, who actually showed me the way to get to there. But I would never forget when I went there. It was summer 2013, and I went there because I think you had some women that were actually coming from all over the country to actually be on a certain card. I think this was like August, and that's where I actually met Athena, who's now known as Ember Moon. And I had never taken so many buses and trains to get to one wrestling show. I think I took a total of I think I took like 2 or 3 buses
Yeah.
and maybe 2 or 3 trains. And it took me like 4 hours to get to that show. I
Damn.
was like,
From where?
so I'm in Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn.
Oh, just
Yeah. So where I lived, I had to take a bus to the train, and then I'd take a train to the city, and then whatever train was from Penn Station. I think I took a total of 2 trains. Um, in New Jersey, well, the one from New York to New Jersey, and I took another one from
the
wherever in
River
New
Line.
Jersey to yeah,
Damn.
and then I took another bus. But yeah, that
Damn.
was a long
But
time. But it was pretty worth it. It was great to see to
I
see them
just
live and stuff.
to go there, I just took a bus straight from because I live in Long Island, so I also go through Penn Station. But what I did was I take a bus to Philly, and then walk to Patco, and then take Patco to I forgot the station name. I think Ashland, and then from Ashland it's like a short walk to the place to the Coliseum.
So you go to Penn Station, take the train to Philly.
No, I take a bus to Philly. Well, I could take a train to Philly too, but I took a bus to Philly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that is a bit more
Greyhound, Peter
yeah, that would
Pan,
have been a bit
anything.
more that probably would have been a bit cheaper. I can't remember how much I paid, but yeah, it was yeah.
Yeah,
The next WSU show I try to go to, I'll probably try that one.
yeah,
Um
yeah. You go to
yeah, but
Philly, walk to 8th and Market, and then Patco to Ashland.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna try that next time.
welcome.
Whenever they decide to start running again.
Hmm.
Um but yeah, so I just got one more question before I turn over to Rob. What was what was it like going to Mission Pro? How are the shows over there? I mean, I've never
Oh,
been. It's funny because we've actually had Thunder Rosa, her husband, even her son on our show,
you have the
and
next
we've
Mission
had
Pro Wrestling Champion on your show, Jasmine Allure.
yeah, and we've had even Melanie, but
Yeah.
I've never been to like an actual Mission Pro show. Hopefully one day I get to. But what was it? What was it like for you, man?
Great atmosphere. You're gonna love it. It's a great atmosphere. All the matches are great. Just fun vibes all around. Great. It's really probably
Awesome,
it. I think Fishing Pro is my favorite experience out of every show I've ever been to.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully I get to check that out one day. I've seen a WSU show. I've seen a Shine show. I've seen, and I haven't seen a Shimmer show
Same.
or
Yeah.
Mission Pro. So I just got 2 more to see, and I'm good.
One day I'll do Shimmer.
Yeah. And there's also a CC. Hey, I don't know if you have. I don't know if you're into traveling, but Delaware has one. A CCW show coming up. Shameless plug here, but my tag team partner here, Rob Bates, he's gonna be refereeing on that show. So if you're into like going to like if you're down to go to Delaware, definitely check them out or check them out on Title Match. I mean, but yeah, they're doing it big like nobody's business.
Cool. I've never heard of them, but okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Marcello, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Rob. I know Rob asked some questions for you, so Rob, go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
All right, sweet. Thanks, Remy. So what's going on, man? How you doing today?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm well, just hanging out, man. It's been raining, well, kind of raining all day, so it's been like, whatever, trying to finish up laundry, that kind
I
of
hear you.
stuff. Yeah, I was doing it last night, man. Then I got lazy and was like, I'm not gonna take it out and fold nothing. I'll dry this stuff in the morning or whatever, and I'll be all right.
I hear you.
Yeah, but yeah, like Remy was saying, yeah, CCW, they got yeah, got some awesome ladies over there. I know the Renegade Twins. They're fighting, wrestling for the tag team championship at that match show. I can't remember who else is there. I have to get the card in front of me or whatever pulled up, but yeah. But I'm actually repping for the guy side, 1CW.
Okay.
No, but yeah. Well, but yeah, I'm gonna be there and all. I'm gonna root all my face or whatever. Cheer them on.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man, the name Pinky, man. I like the name Pinky, man. Everybody I know with the name Pinky is a gangster. They're hardcore, man. There's somebody you don't want to mess with, man. I went to school with a guy's nickname was Pinky, and yeah, you don't mess with Pinky, you know what I mean? Even to this day, you know what I mean? Now you don't mess with Pinky, you know what I mean? Pinky tear you up, you know what I mean? That's an awesome nickname. Now, were you always into the Pink, man, or was that after you met Alex Gracia?
I was never like into Pink the way I am now, but I was like Pink, Now I'm like everything's pink. Everything got to be pink.
Yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with Pink, you know what I mean? Like if I play video games with my friends or whatever, like, man, what do you got the Pink thing, man? I'm like, hey, it's aggressive salmon. You know what I mean? Chill out, man. It's aggressive
Real men
salmon.
wear pink.
That's right. One of my favorite rappers used to wear pink all the time. Cameron, you know what I mean? Dipset, you know what I mean? He had the pink diamond, pink, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Shoot, Cameron still kick it, you know what I mean? He still rips it. That's pretty cool, man. So you got to meet Alex Gracia. Huh? Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, don't get it twisted. At one time, Cameron had the whole of New York wearing pink, man. I'm just saying.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, Cameron, yeah, New York, yeah, man, he's the man. So meeting Alex Gracia all those times, man. Do you find out in advance and like book a trip? Do you usually stay there a couple days? Like you went all the way across the country, like to LA. Did you going to LA and you're like, you know what? Let me hang out here a day or two or whatever. See what it's like.
The second time, yes.
Yeah. So is it really like they say? You know what I mean? The weather is so perfect.
If you hate the cold, LA's perfect for you, weather-wise.
Oh man. See, living on the East Coast, man, I'm kind of spoiled because I like seasons. You know what I mean? I hate winter, but I like having seasons. Like because I know what point of the year it is, man. Like I can't do 75 sunny all year. You'd be like, man, oh, it's winter time. Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
That's right. So do you have any live shows coming up, man? You got planned going to?
So 2 Saturdays from now, October 23rd, I'm going back to Mission Pro Wrestling. I'm gonna watch Jasmine Allure become the next Mission Pro Wrestling champion.
Nice. Where's that at? In Texas?
Yeah, that's Conroe, Texas.
Okay.
It's like just north of Houston.
Okay.
And then the very week after that, I fly to LA. I take a bus to the Green Line, to the Blue Line, to another bus, to go to Stanton to see Alex Gracia.
Oh, nice. Okay, man. So you got a couple of weeks, man. You're gonna have a busy 2 weeks, man. Traveling, man. Texas. Been to LA, man. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, man. Traveling like that, man. I'm like, oh man, I might have to take a little week break or something, man. You know what I mean?
Man,
Woo, that jet lag. Ugh.
I'll be
So,
all right.
so you're like a train enthusiast or whatever. I heard
Yes.
or whatever. You like kind of. All right.
Yep.
Now I live in Delaware, and we have an Amtrak up in like Wilmington, Newark, or whatever. It goes right up to New York and all. Now I've been trying to take a train trip up there, so I can see like a big show or something. Go see Madison Square Garden or maybe even the Barclays Center or whatever, man. Do you know like the perfect places? Like I can get off and it's easy for me to
Well,
walk to and then gain access.
if you go to if you take Amtrak to Penn Station, it's literally right under Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's like there's Madison Square Garden, and then there's Penn Station right underneath it. And in Barclays Center, you could take the 2, 3, 4, 5 B, if it's not a weekend, the B, D, N, Q, or R train to Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center, and then that once you go outside, it's right there. You see it.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, man, because I was like, yeah, because see, I drive
A lot
everywhere,
of
you know what I mean?
a lot of options.
And yeah, and man, I've driven to New York. Last time I driven to New York, I was like, yo, I can't do this, man. I need to get start doing a train or a bus or something, man. Get a bike here or something, man. 'Cause I wasn't like, yeah, I was like, man, it's too many people, but yeah, I need to learn how to do the trains and stuff, man. Like, do that because I looked at a ticket round trip. It was like $38. It was cheap, way cheaper than driving, getting gas, paying tolls. I was like, yo,
Ain't-
why not think of this
yeah,
why not think of this earlier? You know what I mean? God,
I
plus
hear
it's
you.
quicker. I take a bus, man, but I've always been. I mean, last time I tried to get on the bus, they asked me for tickets. I'm like, why are y'all charging for the bus? Like, then we used to ride to school for free. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, why? Since when they start charging for the bus, man? Ain't that some shit? Stuff, man. Like, they hit you up with that. Like, God,
Oh my god.
oh man. So, is the farthest you traveled to LA to go see some wrestling?
Yeah, LA. Basically LA.
Now, do you have any like when the pandemic, more countries open up? Do you have any plans to like travel in any countries? Maybe check some stuff out.
Yeah, whenever they book Alex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, she's awesome. She's badass. So she's
Um,
definitely gonna be like all around.
so Women of Wrestling now on WoW.
Oh yeah, I seen
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I want to see. I actually want to take a trip to Australia. I don't know when that can be, but like, yeah, I'd like to go there and check out some wrestling there.
That's
Australia, UK, woo, Japan. Oh,
UK. I would love to go to UK. I would love to go back to UK.
oh, you've been there before?
I used to go to I used to fly to England every year to
Oh, okay.
yeah see my
What'd you
granddad.
have to? Oh, see your granddad.
Yeah.
Oh man, what was it like over there, man? Is it like they say it's all rainy all the time? You know what I mean?
I I usually go during like the Easter break. I used to go during the
Oh,
Easter
okay.
break, so I'd luck out.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha.
What it wouldn't be too bad. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. So, all right. Now WWE, they got their King and Queen of the Ring coming up, and I think this is the first Queen of the Ring, man. I'm actually excited, man. I want to see how they, plan this out, what and all this, man. How you feel about that, man? Have you seen any of that yet?
Uh, I've been casually tuning into WWE every now and then, but I haven't been watching much lately. But yeah, that definitely sounds cool. King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring.
And then also AEW, they said for their women's division, they're
They're putting
bringing
a
what's it, the TBS
TBS
title, right?
title.
Yeah. Are they doing a little tournament for that too?
I'm not too sure. Not too sure. I work 2 to 10 normally, so I kind of miss out on these shows.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why it's hard.
Yeah, so you
That's why I
probably
like
binge them
this
and
one.
all. You probably binge them, right? And it all like runs together.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, I know how it is, man. See, when I was younger, man, if I missed wrestling, I missed it forever. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't come back on
Especially
unless
with
somebody,
last year's
taped
pandemic.
it.
Oh my god,
Oh,
just 1 month without wrestling felt like forever.
oh man, yes.
Yeah.
It was so weird, with the pandemic, and then they started having shows with like no fans. I was like, it was kind of a shock. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty crazy. So you were talking about, man, it'd be cool being a manager, but you're, doing the pink thing and all that, man. Yeah, man. If you do it, man, definitely try it, man. Try
Yeah.
it out, man. It's definitely something fun to do, man. You'll definitely learn how to do bumps and all that. I was trained for the ref and all that, and they're training me to do everything. I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to count 1, 2, 3, but here I am getting thrown in the corner, and I got big dudes running at me, right? And I'm like, oh, I gotta go down, and I gotta throw them over the rope like that. I was like, I thought I was supposed to be counting to 3. But yeah, no,
Gotta
it's
yell at
fun
the
though. It's
heels.
fun. Huh?
You gotta yell at the heels. They yell back at you.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't stand over there because they'll mess with you and stuff, man. So like, all right, all right. All I know is on November 6th when I'm out there, I'm gonna try and break the ring announcer. If you ever catch it on like this on Title Match or Facebook or YouTube or whatever, on my matches, and whenever the ring announcer's out there and wrestlers coming up there, keep an eye on me. I'm gonna be sitting over there. I'm just gonna be like telling jokes, or I'm gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna try and get on the break, so he'd be like. I was telling my trainer I'm gonna do that, and he was like, "Hey, do it, man. It'd be funny." I'm like, "All right." But yeah, man, if you go do management training, man, it is awesome, man. I highly, it's not for everybody, but yeah, it's something fun to do, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, manager training. You gotta come out. Yeah, that sounds like something I could do.
Yes, I mean, if you do manager training, man, you might as well learn how to be a ref and all that. So if you go to a show and they're like, "Hey, man, we need a ref or something," I mean, a couple of refs called out, like, yo, extra couple bucks, I mean, I'll come in, throw a lucha mask on, I'll be your ref, what I mean? And then come out later as my manager gimmick, what I mean? So, hey. That's how I felt, what I mean? I was like, hey, might as well be a utility player. Damn.
That's cool, yeah.
But, yeah, man, before I pass it on back to Remy, I want to say, thank you for, taking time out of your day, come on, chat with us, but, about wrestling, you're a fan for Alex Gracia and all that stuff, and, you're traveling to Mission Pro, in 2 weeks, and then going back to LA, what I mean? Like, whoa, man, what I mean? You just cross-country traveler, man. You're literally like Samuel L. Jackson and the Pulp Fiction, man. You roaming the earth, what I mean? Just having fun, man. Just, yeah, oh, man. That's right. I gotta live vicariously through you. But yeah, man. Before I pass it back, I wish you nothing but safe trips, all the positive things that to you, your family, and all that good stuff, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. You too.
Yeah, Mikey. Real talk, man. Hey, we really appreciate you being on the show and just shooting the breeze about wrestling and so on. I also wish you nothing but happy times and safety on your upcoming trips and whatnot, and all that good stuff. And also, I gotta say, man, I saw when you actually called out that fan, man. Like real talk, man. I mean, I didn't mean to bring that up, but no. Thanks for telling us, because it's like.
Yeah,
like I said, I love having fun. I love pro wrestling, but at the same time, there's just certain things that
you gotta respect boundaries. You can't cross the line.
Yeah. So I just gotta say, man, like just thank you for actually doing that, and whatnot, and yeah, man. But on a brighter note, man, hey. Just keep on doing you, man. What you're doing is pretty like inspirational. Like, going from like city to city just to meet your favorite and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. I don't know do you know this guy?
That's my boy. That's my boy. He's just joking around.
Okay. What's good, Nazmo? Nazmo Hussein. Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just keep on doing the thing, man.
I gotta see these guys.
Just keep on doing the thing, man. And yeah, that's pretty impressive, man. I've never like really gone to so many states yet, but hopefully I get to see I like to see a wrestling show in Las Vegas. I got a feeling it'd be interesting.
Uh-huh.
I've done LA already, so but yeah. Anyways, before we shut down the show, where can fans find you on social media if they want to talk wrestling?
Oh,
All great things, Alex Gracia.
so I'm on
Um,
Instagram.
where can they find you?
How's my boy? So I'm on Instagram, at 7676 underscore pinky underscore 915. That's my YouTube name, Pink Rail Fan. I post over, I think, 16,000 train videos, not even exaggerating, on my YouTube channel. Um, and I'm on Twitter at Pink Saint, Pink, like Pink S number 8 NT. That's my Twitter name. And I'm on Facebook at Mikey Atlantic. And about it.
Awesome, cool. Oh yes, if you're also into trains and whatnot, definitely follow this guy. He has a lot of pictures of trains,
All over the country
and
now.
yeah, definitely follow him if you're also a train enthusiast. As well, I've seen some very impressive ones as well. You've actually like opened my knowledge on, like not really open, but like put me on to more like certain trains and so on. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll definitely give this guy a follow. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut down the show. We'll be back. Actually, funny thing is today's a double header, so we'll be back later on. And as a matter of fact, in like I guess an hour, a little less than an hour and a half, with another amazing guest. Our guest is actually coming up after this show is going to be um former Battle Arts Academy women's champion, um, and also judoka Amy Crimson from Canada. She's going to be on here as well. So we're going to be taking a trip to Canada to talk with another with another member of the professional wrestling industry, an in-ring competitor at that, and she is hella impressive. But with that being said, Rob Bass, the Mel Gibson to my Danny Glover, the Sean Spencer to my Burton Guster, the Paul Wall to my Chameleonaire. Where can fans find you on social media if they want to talk wrestling, and where can bookers and promoters find you if they want to book when they want to book you for their shows?
All right, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at Rob_Base82, and then Facebook and YouTube, Rob Base.
Awesome. And if you want to find me on social media, not that I have anything cool to say, but who knows, maybe you'll get lucky. You can find me on Twitter under at @DRemyBlue. You can also find me on Facebook under Remy Blue. It's a picture of me at WrestleMania 28. When you see that picture, feel free to add me. However, our podcast is on social media. Yes, we're on Instagram and Twitter under under at Ringside Society. Sorry, didn't get a lot of sleep. We're also on Facebook as a group under Ringside Society. We're also on Twitch under Ringside Society 2019, and we're also on YouTube. Just type in Ringside Society, and once you see that sweet blue, dark blue and light blue logo over there, that yin and yang sign with the blue flames around it, that's us. Go ahead and subscribe to us. Don't personalize it. Subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up as well, and we have a lot of cool past, a lot of cool interviews from the past as well, with Jasmine Allure, Anakin Rosa, who is Thunder Rosa's son, Melanie from Mission Pro Wrestling, and a whole host of other impressive guests. So make sure you subscribe to us. And we also have a Teespring store. Yes, Teespring is where we actually sell our merchandise. We have a lot of cool merch. We have T-shirts. We have tank tops. It's hoodie season. We have the Ringside Society hoodies. We also have long sleeve shirts, and we also have coffee mugs. Yes, y'all know it's pumpkin spice latte season.
Are any of them pink?
And Christmas is coming up. Yeah. We got pink ones too. I think so. We got a lot of colors. You can check it out. We also have so it's pumpkin spice latte season. You know, we got the coffee mugs for your pumpkin spice lattes, or your green tea lattes, or your hot chocolate with marshmallows, or your peppermint. What's the peppermint one with the hot chocolate they have around Christmas? What do they come up with? But we got the cups of those too. So definitely, you know, check us out, cop some merch. All proceeds go back into keeping Ringside Society afloat. It doesn't go back into our pockets. Trust me. I went to the McDonald's dollar menu. I'm like, $1 for a cheeseburger? Nah, I'm gonna make a PB&J. So trust me, it doesn't go back into our pockets. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. We really and truly appreciate it. To those of y'all that are gonna tune in later on via our YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook platforms, thank you in advance. And to those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. But like myself in a Golden Corral and Rob Bass at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania, and Mikey Atlantic at an
The
Alex
Golden Hills, Long
Gracia meet and
Island.
greet, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't
Exactly.
stopping. So with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that we here at Ringside Society are very well aware that everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hey, yo, Rob Bass, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for the Pink Dream Alex Gracia's biggest fan, Mikey Pinky Atlantic.
Woo!
What's our podcast?
Woo!
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right. We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, and we'll be back in the matter of an hour and a half with another impressive guest. But until then, we're still going through a pandemic, so stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
Take care.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.